Oh wait, yes, Evelyn. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, we finally got Evelyn here. Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Oh, girl. I am so sorry about that. I had no idea what was happening with my IG, and then I figured out my Wi-Fi was completely off.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
I was like sitting here, I was like, what is wrong with this? And then I thought I had sent you a text, and then I realized the text wasn't even sending. And that's when I figured out,
Oh my god.
oh, it's Wi-Fi. I don't
It's.
have Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh. It's all good. There's these issues happen like all the time. It's all good. Oh my gosh. I thank you for making it today. And I know it's like I had asked you yesterday. So thank you for even like taking the time today to just chat.
Absolutely, anything for you. I'm so glad that you reached out and that you specifically wanted to talk about what you wanted to talk about, which is the reality of being online as an activist. And I think that's something really important to highlight, and it's becoming something that I'm really passionate about,
Mhm.
because I think we talk about human rights and we talk about humanity and protecting people from abuses, and I'm committed to doing that. But I think every day as a social media activist, even though it's part-time, I don't think I get the same humane treatment, right?
Mm.
That I am committed to, and people on the left are supposed to be committed to. So I don't know how you feel about it, but you send me a text saying, a lot of what I say resonate with you. So I'm very curious to hear what your experience has been like too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. After I say my spiel, I would love to go into that post that you made that was, calling out the left and saying that, it is the reason why that like, we're going to destroy ourselves with how we treat each other on the internet. And oh my gosh, the funny thing is that for a while off social media, I've just been telling myself that I'm like, we are like I don't know what is it like policing the way that we are
Oh,
like
absolutely.
and like if you are on some any sort of like following platform doing activist work like you're everyone like nitpicks you even people who are like left so I just was just like that is so true like if people come at me all the time and they're like oh like you did this one thing wrong but they're like come at me and I'm like I'm a human being and I'm still learning. Like give me the space and like um yeah, so I definitely want to talk about that post and what you mean by it and like, how you are personally like being like on Instagram that like maybe rubs you the wrong way or just like, how is it being an activist in this space for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a baby, right? Like I've been on here, I've been around for the last 4 months. So, you're more experienced than I am. But I think, I mean, you said, even the people on the left attack us, but it's especially the people on the left who attack us, right? It's not even, right? Like they are the ones who truly make my day miserable or are determined to make my life miserable. Because I mean, I think they have an expectation of me, which is that I'm going to alleviate all their pain, which I'm not here to do. I
Yeah.
am, that's not, I'm not, I don't know, I can't, I'm not God. I'm just a person with thoughts and opinions based on years of studies. And I'm just here to share that. And if that doesn't resonate with you, your responsibility is to leave. And, to put all your demands and expectations onto me, and say some of the rudest shit, like I don't think anyone could ever say it to my face ever, just because I mean social media makes everything worse. And much just to leave really rude comments that are totally unnecessary, and to nitpick every one of my content. I mean, I don't understand what the end goal is. I mean, do you want me off the internet? Because I'm not gonna go anywhere, number one. But number two, I what if Okay, so say that you don't like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, right? And you say, you know, I don't like the shirt. So what has okay, so then how has the quality of your life become any better since making that comment? Right? Like it has no correlation. It's you're going after the wrong person. Right? I think people want to feel powerful, and I think people are eager to seek for empowerment, and I think they're confusing empowerment with an ability to hurt and oppress and cancel people. And so I think they get fixated on somebody and somebody's mishap or somebody's perceived mishap, and just go fully in and really try to make sure that they feel like, oh, like I got attention, or like, oh, like I got her to listen to me, like somebody's listening to me. I was like, nobody's listening to you. Like when you're just a troll on the internet and when you're just attacking me, like I'm not listening to you. Like, right? So it's really weird online how people function. um yeah, that's been my experience. What about you?
Gosh, I mean, for me, I can only talk about just like recent. I started this petition about taking down TV. It was like to take out down a TV segment about like Asian foods that are
Yeah,
being.
yeah, I saw that.
I got a lot of lashback, and I'm like, I kind of totally get it from white people because I expect, but I also get a lot of lashback from Asian people, and they were saying like, oh, like, that food is like the chicken feed that they use on the show is like actually disgusting. Like you are making all Asian people look bad. And these are the same people like maybe like 2 months ago were like completely like, oh yeah, like your content, like you are so like, for the Asian people, like you've taught blah blah. And I'm just like, are you? Because like I don't understand why you have such a problem. Because I've gotten messages, not like I would say still mostly white people, but definitely a lot of Asian people saying that like, you know, really putting the time in to take down kind of like stupid because and they're calling me because these foods are disgusting. Like I'm just trying to your grandma or grandpa who still eats these foods. Like you are like it's like I don't know, just like getting like lashback for defending your own culture, but like from Asian people. It's like a very weird thing that I'm like going through right now. But yeah, I think like it takes a toll on us mentally. Right? Just like, and that's the thing that other people don't see past the screen of just like when you're reading it's like that, like stupid shit like that every single day, like in one comment, like that takes a toll on you mentally, and like we're human beings. So like my question is how do you deal with it? Like how when you read a comment, like what goes through your mind and how do you deal with it when you're off your phone?
Yeah, so number one, I don't read comments. I read comments, like, just I don't dedicate my time to do it. I sometimes would arbitrarily just randomly open comments and then respond to some of them, but I never commit to reading any of the comments. It's just I used to do that, but now I don't. It's just not what I'm here to do. And I think I saw that video. I thought that was quite well made. And thank you for taking the lead on it. And giving that space and um, giving that room. I So I know you're new to TikTok, and I'm happy to boost you on TikTok by going live. I know that helps a lot, so we can talk about that. But I You know, I think people are misunderstanding the reasons why we're on the internet. Like, I'm not interested in convincing anybody of who I am. I already know who I am. I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm an intersectional radical feminist. I already know that I am. So when people, like, so trolls, I saw a comment, somebody said, ignore the trolls. I'm like, we do. the reasons, you know, some of the things that what we're, you know, why we say these things is because it gets so bad. It's not just the trolls anymore, right? Like from the all right. It's actually people from the left who are saying that we're not doing enough, we do not know enough, we are X, Y, and Z, and we're sick of that because we're never gonna meet. I mean, listen, I've had women come after me because my shirts are not organic, right? I've had women coming after me because I am wearing a Rolling Stones shirt. And Rolling Stones was, you know, like, I didn't even know about this, but had a history with, you know, abusing underage girls. Listen, I'm not going to be vegan. I'm not going to, we live in a capitalist, feminist society. If you want to fully commit to being a feminist, you need to stop listening to Eminem. You need to stop listening to Pussycat Dolls. You need to stop watching the Housewives, Beverly Hills Housewives. You need to stop watching Kim Kardashian show. Like, you need to do a lot of things, and you better be doing that. You better be doing those things if you're going to come after me, right? Nobody lives fully to the standards of radical feminist, a radical intersectional feminist vision. Nobody. And I'm certainly not going to be that person. So when you say ignore the trolls, we do. It just gets to the level where it's so bad, and we are nitpicked for everything. And this is abuse. This is abuse. So when you say ignore the trolls, that's like saying, like, oh, he's disrespectful to you, just ignore him. That's not the answer, right? The answer isn't to control and manage how we respond to people who are bad to us. It is to focus on the bad people and say, stop being so bad. If that is the ideology that you're teaching, but then you're not living up on the internet, how the hell are you even a feminist? Should you be on the left? Maybe you shouldn't be on the left at all, right? Like, so for me, I am going to wear whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want, and I'm just here to share my thoughts. And if you don't like it at any point, stop supporting me. Stop demanding that I live up to your goddamn standards. Like, I don't care. I do not care. Nobody should care. No, like, really, like, no one should care. No one should care. Like, I hope, you know, like this. So we talk about female liberation. We talk about stop Asian hate. So we talk about all these things, and okay, then liberate us, right? Like, you treat us like shit, and like you demand things from us, you know, like, and you hold us to the standards that you're not even living up to, and then you turn around and say, stop Asian hate.
Oh my
Empower
God.
women. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't think that's a little ironic and hypocritical? Like, dude, look at yourself. You're not even doing jack shit. I don't see you making content. I don't see you doing what I do. I don't see you making perfect choices in every single one of your, you know, in every single one of your second of your life. You're quite, like, a lot of these, you know, some of these women who have come after me, they call themselves feminists, and I don't think they are, because look how they treated me. Right? Like, support us. Why is that so hard?
Oh my gosh. Wait, but that is so, first of all, facts. Like, if I can take that snippet and just make it a post, like, that is, like, bravo. Facts. Oh my gosh. But, like, that is so surprising to me that most of the people coming at you, are they women? What?
I was actually making content earlier today. It hasn't gone up yet, but it is exactly about this. Like, it is exactly about what I just talked about, which is the biggest supporters of mine are, you know, have been women, but surprisingly, there have been a lot of men who have supported my content and really thanked me for, you know, like, I now, you know, I have a better understanding of a better manhood. Women, though, like, women have been some of the most, and it across race. I wish I could sit here and say white women have been vicious to me. They have been, but there have been some Asian women who are mean to me. There have been some Black women who are mean to me. There have been brown women who are mean to me, right? And so it cuts across all race. And I honestly don't remember going after anybody on the left. I've always gone after people on the right, all right.
Yeah.
Like saying problematic shit, like just like women should not be abused, like women should be abused, and the men's rights activists and the red pill and the whole this whole seduction coaches, those are the people, and white women saying problematic shit. Those are the people who I've gone after consistently. So when people on the left started attacking me, I felt quite like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Like, it's not even like we're supposed to be fighting the same fight. And what does this accomplish, right? So women, so-called feminists, I actually want to like make a podcast, like make a YouTube and stuff like about this, right? Like women, how feminists treat each other, how women treat each other. Women are fucking cruel to each other, inhumane to each other. Like, you want to talk about internalized misogyny? Like, that, no feminist is exempt from internalized misogyny, I feel. Like, so yes, like, I mean, I think I've grown quite fast, and I think, you know, I'm still growing. And I, like, to be honest, like, I've never cared about virality. All I care about is saying what I need to say.
Yeah.
And I said this just yesterday during the live. I'm not an influencer. I've never been an influencer. I'm not constricted by any brand deals, any management, like any talent management, agents, like anything. Like I'm not restricted. I'm not running for office, so I don't have to curate a public perception of me. That's why I'm able to say what the fuck I want to say based on the things that I've learned. And so yeah, so I really don't care about how viral I go, like how popular I am. Like, I really don't care. And I really don't care about what people think of me. And so it has been shocking to me that, you know, people on the left, you know, there are people on the left who don't think I'm a feminist, like, because don't think I'm an intersectional feminist, don't think that I am intersectional enough, like, don't think I don't know what intersectionality means. Like, I guess my degrees, like, or nothing. Like, like, and they want, you know, they don't think that I deserve to grow as fast as I have. Like, that's pure jealousy. That's nothing else.
That's like, so gross. That's so gross.
That's nothing else though. Like, that is no, I'm sorry, but that is not difference in opinions. Like, that is just plain hate and plain jealousy. Like, who decides, like, who's worth a platform? Like, who decides? That is nothing like that, right? So it has been really disappointing and exhausting to see that from the left, from feminists.
Yeah.
Like, you want to support all women, like, until, you know, like, a woman, you know, a woman strikes your ego, right? And makes you feel insecure.
That's so, oh my gosh, that is, oh my gosh, I am learning so much, especially about the fact that a lot of the people coming at you are women, which is, I did not anticipate that at all. So I guess, like, my question now is, like, why do you think so hateful? Like, where is this vengeance? Where is that coming from? Like, where is that ugliness coming from? Because it's obviously a pattern from all, like, across, like you said, all women, and that's, like, disgusting. Like, why? And they're, like, obviously, we both know, like, you're a woman on the platform, like, and they're hating it. Just doesn't make sense. So why do you think that?
Yeah, I mean, for people who are listening in, like, I never wanted to talk about this, but I have to talk about it because it's the reality. Like, I don't want to tell you that women are problematic, because that would not, you know, if that weren't the reality, that would make this so much easier just to say that men are the problem. Like, that's my dream. Are you kidding? But I have to say, like, I have to say this. I have to say that women are hurtful. I have to say that women are problematic. Like, women are awful to each other. Women wear toxic masculinity, practice toxic masculinity all the time, especially on the internet. Like, I mean, I just think that, listen, at first, when women, and, I talked about the problems with white women. Like, they're white people. I mean, yeah, white women are problematic, and white women are the system that is problematic. And I've talked about that, and hey, totally fair game that they come after me.
Yeah.
Still, that they shouldn't do it the way they shouldn't be that rude. Like, because I wasn't talking about you, Becky. I was talking about the system of you saying hateful stuff on my page. Like, really doesn't do much. Like, what, like, so, but, right, white women are awful. Like, they have been awful. Like, I've seen a lot of POC, like a lot of BIPOC, like, who got in trouble because white women are awful. Like, so I'm fine. I'm not fine with it, but like, so that was the first time that women started hating me, white women, because I called out white women's problematic behaviors. And then as the time went by, and then I started talking about, and then my page grew, and then I started talking about, intersectional radical feminism. And I come from academia, and in academia, what matters is that you take, you have the frameworks, right? Intersectional feminism, radical feminism. And then you take theories, and then you're supposed to create your own subsections of these theories. That's how theories work. And you're supposed to claim these theories and make sure that you analyze things, and then make sure you modify it, like edit it, add on to it, and expand it, like from a viewpoint that this theory maybe has not considered. That's what happens in academia. That's my learning. And so when I started doing that, people were like, you're not actually an intersectional feminist, right? You don't know what intersectionally means. You are not intersectional enough. And then so that started being like it hasn't really been that, so I don't get death threats from women. Death threats are from men. But that's what's interesting, right? Like, men are just so easy to report because they do stupid shit. They're just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, straight to FBI. Like, are you nutcase? Like, right? But women say some of the most verbally abusive, psychologically violent shit ever, right?
So true.
Right? They're subtle. We're subtle. So yeah. I can't report this shit. Like, I can't report this shit to FBI, but this is the shit that hurts.
Yeah.
Right? This is the shit that, like, is more problematic than I'm gonna kill you. Because I'm gonna kill you is like, dude, you're not gonna kill. No, just enjoy jail, right? Like, but women saying, women trying to discredit me, women, trying to reputation destruction.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Women are off. Like, we're terrible.
Yeah. No.
We're just as much the problem.
It's
half the population.
This is the best conversation I've had in a long time, because I feel like even with the cancel culture bullshit, like, a lot of that comes from women. Like,
oh yeah,
like the men stuff, like, they, of course, like you said, like, we don't really care anymore because we kind of like expect that from men. But like with the cancel culture stuff, like, that comes from women, and they're so like weirdly analytical, and like they fuck with your head.
They're weirdly critical. They're super critical, right? Like, they should be hey. I mean, men are not that smart. Like, right? Like, men are not that smart to like come up with like inventive stuff that hurts, I feel like.
Oh my gosh.
Like, like, I mean, I feel bad, but it's like there's stuff so like transparent. Like they want to kill me, right?
Yeah,
Like they want to drag me through the like all the shit. I was like, okay, dude,
yeah, that's
like let's see how FBI likes it, right? Like, but women, like they never say those things.
mm-hmm.
No, they say some of the shit that like that really tries to like discredit you and tries to make you insecure and dump all their jealousy and hatred and internalize hate, internalize misogyny onto you,
Yeah.
right? Like and they're passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And that stuff is not that we can't legislate that stuff. That stuff is not legally punishable. So they play around in this, legally acceptable, socially acceptable arena of hate.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's all like I don't think we talk about it enough. I think we gotta.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think we gotta talk about women's inhumanity to another. And this does not excuse men who are awful. I'm just saying, from my experience,
Yeah.
women have been more awful on the
That is
internet.
oh, oh my gosh. Can I just first of all thank you for saying this because I have felt this for so long, but like I am like obviously terrified to be like, yeah, like women are like, problematic as fuck because, it's gonna I'm like or am I gonna make the entire like being of women feel make us look bad? But it's so, so true. And I even feel like like what is it like Housewives or like the Kardashians or like shows like that, like they're toxic as fuck and they're obviously very problematic, but like that like the way that they handle problems, like they're just like it's like so stupid. Oh my gosh, it's just like like obviously like I'm not the housewife on the show, but like you can just take note of how they handle their situations or how they speak to each other, and it's like not obviously it doesn't reflect all of us women, but it's like definitely a part. Like you can take some aspects and be like probably apply that to like my friend group or people I know, like the way that they talk behind each other's backs, or like, I'll get DMs from people being like, "Oh, you should unfollow that other like activist because like they're problematic in this way." And I'm like, and it's from a woman, and I'll be like, "That's so schemy. Like, wow, you really like told me to unfollow this person." Like it's not as blatant as like mostly men from what I've also experienced who are like, yeah, go kill yourself, like bye. Like it's very like, oh, you should unfollow that person because that person's problematic. I'm like, what did they do that's problematic? And they're like, they did this, and they'll an essay about it, and I'm like, well, I haven't experienced it. Let me look into it, and then I'll talk to that person. But it's like it's very like loopholey.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And also, I don't know if women hate men's locker room talk as much because this is female version of the locker room talk, degrading another woman behind their back, right? Like gossiping about them. This is women's locker room talk. Like we enjoy, like I mean, women do this all the time. Like talking shit about other women behind their back, and saying trying to and it's trying to manage relationships, right? Like trying to control people to also hate her, and that's so juvenile. And like I mean, that comes from a place of trauma because if you want to control how other people live and like who other people connect with, you can't control that. That's a trauma response. And so instead of spewing hates, maybe get a therapist. Like maybe like really commit to your healing.
For real. Oh
You
my
know, like hang on.
Oh, are you reading the comments? I stopped reading them because I saw like a
Yeah,
few
I
very
I haven't read it, but I thought someone was asking a question that was worthy. But I don't think so.
oh my gosh. I didn't even wait, I don't even know what it like I didn't even read. I'm not reading the comments just because I saw like a weird one. Um, oh, okay, yeah, I have no idea. But like just going on to also like it's like I just want to say like I admire you so much because like, you come and you spew like your and resources without filter and like you said, you're not tied to brands, you're not tied to an image, which by the way, like as someone like I do influencer work and for I can tell you for a fucking fact I definitely watch what I say, not to upset a brand, but just because like, you know, like obviously like because I make my living on this platform, like I represent in some ways the brands that I'm showing and that's just like what it is. But what I appreciate about you is that you come like untied to anything. So what like and you also come like it is very important to also say that you do come from academia. You do like you have studied and you go on your platform and you spew education like you talk to us and you teach us things. Um and that's just like why it's like so baffling to me that you hate from women. It's just like so I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and like wrap my head around this because it is surprising to me, but it's also not. But it's also like I don't know. And also like you're an Asian woman and like you I don't know. And I can't even imagine getting hate from like other Asian women. But at the same time, because I've also gotten hate from other Asian women, like we
Mm.
can talk. That's like even a different conversation of how like we like you know we even like I mean I can even talk about in my culture like we definitely judge like you know how much we weigh for example like that's a definitely like a woman to woman talk in my culture like you're you know gaining weight you're like in such a negative in a negative way but anyway I just want to also thank you for like speaking your truth or not even speaking your mind and like you know like and you come from a place where like you know what you're fucking saying like you come from fucking research like at least with me like I come from like my personal experience but I don't come from academia but you do so you definitely don't be you don't deserve the period period like wild oh
Yeah, I mean, nobody deserves hate, right? Like
yeah
nobody deserves, like nobody deserves, to be treated poor. But I think there's an interesting thing there too. I think the fact that, I mean, Asian hate is real because we are not white, we are not black, we're not brown, we're Asian people. And when you share this ethnicity, um, you're why, dude? The comment section is a mess.
oh yeah I stopped reading I don't know why it's so bad
I have never had a comment section this bad.
it's so bad oh really I was like where is this coming from it's terrible
Um,
it's so bad
because um, usually on TikTok there can be a moderator, and so they take care of these. They take care of these things. Are you over 1K on TikTok?
yeah I am
Do you want to move?
the TikTok for
Yeah.
sure. I get a lot of hate on there though. I get so much.
I have 5 moderators. They usually take care of it.
Oh, I would no. I'm so down for going on TikTok. Hell yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Can you upload this to IG?
Okay, yeah.
And then I upload it too, and then
Okay,
and then we can go over to TikTok.
okay, bet. All right, cool.
Okay, awesome.
Bye.
Bye.